I feel like with the Rockets, there's a ton to talk about now, especially with, all of our role players actually playing pretty well. We have Josh Christopher, who's actually been playing pretty well. He did get his first career start last game against the Detroit Pistons and was pretty great. We have KJ Martin off the bench, who's been absolutely killing it. And in the last few games, he's actually been playing very well, putting up almost, double doubles, in the last 10 games. He's been averaging 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists with the extra run, averaging 22 minutes per game, shooting 57 from the field and 32 from 3. And then we also have people like Garrison Matthews. We also got Jalen Green, who's going to be coming back pretty soon. So today, it's going to be a whole lot of Houston Rockets news. Going to be talking about Josh Christopher. Going to be talking about Daniel House and where he's going to be landing pretty soon. And, the whole Jalen Green situation. So before we get into the video, I'd appreciate you guys drop the like and press the sub button. We finally hit 1K, so I'm just thankful for you 1K people for watching my videos, and honestly it feels unreal. I started this channel around March, started uploading Houston Rockets videos, and I remember my first video was with Swag, if you guys know him. He helped me make this channel, and I'm just forever grateful for you 1K people. So it's only up from here. I'll probably be doing a giveaway soon, probably doing some type of, gift card giveaway. I don't know what it'll be, but we're definitely doing a giveaway. So I appreciate you 1K people watching my videos, and yeah, honestly it feels unreal. So thank you guys, and honestly, let's get into the video. So first, Josh Christopher playing pretty well. Like I said at the beginning, he did get his first career start over the season, averaging 6 points per game, 1 rebound, and 2 assists on 50% from the field and 46 from 3. Great overall shooting splits and 71 from the free throw line, so nothing too great from the free throw, but overall he's actually been playing pretty well. In the last 3 games, he actually has been scoring in double figures. Against the Detroit Pistons, he scored 10 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. Against the Knicks, 14 points, 3 assists, and then against the Cavaliers, 17 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. So Christopher, he's definitely making a case for our backup point guard spot, with Jae'sean obviously being 34. So if we add in Josh Christopher into the starting lineup, or not even starting lineup, but the bench unit, maybe being that 6-man type of role that Eric Gordon was supposed to be, maybe we'll have a chance at the play-in. I mean, honestly, if we're looking at our odds right now, we are 10-20. If we're looking at who we're versing today, we are versing the Bulls, who are 18-10. They did just beat the Lakers last night with DeMar DeRozan scoring 38. So that's the really only thing I'll see as a threat against the Rockets tonight is DeMar DeRozan. But if we can contain DeRozan, we should be fine, because Vucevic isn't going to be doing too much. Lonzo's another factor in that 3-point shooting, because Lonzo, he's been lights out from 3. But if we can contain DeRozan, if we can contain Lonzo, then it'll be a pretty winnable game. Christopher, I feel like he's definitely going to get some more run today, especially with the injuries again on the roster. Jalen Green and KPJ are both out. Armani Brooks is day-to-day. He's questionable for today's game, and that's pretty much it. So 3 players basically are out, and I'm predicting the starting lineup, if Armani comes back, is probably going to be Armani, Gordon, Matthews, Tate, and then Wood, and then Christopher, Şengün. We got Usman. I'm hoping Usman Garuba gets some run today. He has a lot of defensive potential, but I don't think Steven Silas is still using him right. He's there to play defense, but overall hasn't been scoring the ball much, just because his minutes and touches has not been great. And also have people like Nwaba, who's been absolutely killing it in the last few games. If we're looking at the last 10 games, he's been averaging 5 points per game, 4 rebounds, 0.6 assists on 57 from the field and 38 from 3. Compared to his overall stats, which is 49 from the field and 19% from 3. So overall, Nwaba's been a pretty surprising player for the Houston Rockets. He's been getting a lot more run, especially with Jalen Green and KPJ out. So that's honestly a huge reason why he's been getting more minutes. But overall, he's probably going to be going back to the bench after, Jalen Green comes back. Because I think he is rumored to be coming back around this week or next week with the road trip. So yeah, getting into the second piece of news, Daniel House and where he's going to be landing. Now, there are a few teams that I see House going to. Well, number one is obviously the Nets, because they do need that wing depth, that 3-and-D type of player, kind of like Robert Covington, at a lower level. House is 6'6", 220 pounds. His overall stats this season haven't been too great. If we're looking at overall, 5 points per game, 1 assist, 3 rebounds on 34 from 3 and 29% from the 3. Overall, Daniel House could, definitely help a contender, maybe even the Suns, maybe even the Lakers. Only teams that really need wing depth, I want to say, honestly, like the Lakers could actually use some wing depth. I don't really know how Lakers fans feel about Daniel House going to the Los Angeles Lakers, but I like the fit there. Good 3-and-D type of player, obviously the Brooklyn Nets, but also people like maybe the Utah Jazz could use him. A lot of good contenders could use him, maybe even the Warriors, the Suns. There's a lot of teams that could use Daniel House, and he's, I wouldn't say valuable, but could definitely help a contender at a decent level off the bench. So House, it was a good time in Houston, but definitely diminished around the last 2 seasons with injuries and just inconsistency overall. And finally, Jalen Green. Now, there was a report, I want to say, a couple of days ago about Jalen Green rumored to be coming back on the Houston Rockets road trip. And honestly, I'm all for this. Jalen Green, he's going to be thriving in this new system with Steven Salas finally figuring out the rotations. It's going to be very electrifying to see Jalen Green finally get the shots that he wants and have that spacing that we need. Because if we're looking at the last few games with Jalen Green, we always ran him with Daniel Tice. It was Christian Wood, KPJ, and I want to say, was it Eric Gordon? Or it was Jae'sean Tate, actually, yeah. So there was some whack spacing right there with Daniel Tice. But now with Tice off the bench and not playing at all, Jalen Green should have a lot more shots to the rim and having a lot more dunks to the rim. So hopefully Jalen Green can finally pick up his, shooting percentages. If we're looking at the last few games, in the last 10 games before he was injured, he was averaging 80% from the field and 50 from 3. So, and that was only one game against the Chicago Bulls. But if we're looking at the overall stats, it was 14 points per game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists on 38 from the field and 27 from 3. So we're finally going to see Jalen Green. Hopefully, we're going to see him have some great games overall, because overall, in the last few games, actually, before he got injured, he actually was playing pretty well. But I don't know. Overall, in the season, he's been very inconsistent, and it was because of the spacing and Steven Salas not running the right rotations. And I'm hoping once Jalen Green and KPJ come back, I hope Steven Salas staggers their minutes. I've been, kind of hinting at this before in my past videos, but the same thing with Mike D'Antoni with James Harden and Russell Westbrook. He would start both of them, and then either Harden or Westbrook would close out the first. Harden or Westbrook would come on the second, and then both of them will close out in the third. Will close out the second, and then it would just be a rinse and repeat. And I want the same thing to happen with KPJ and Jalen Green, where either of them closes out the first, and then one of them starts out the second, and then they both close out the second half of the quarter, and then rinse and repeat for the second half of the game. So hopefully Steven Salas realizes that, because that's actually a really great way to kind of incorporate Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green into the offense to see what really works and what doesn't work. Because if you see KPJ, he's been absolutely great. Hasn't been too outstanding, I want to say. He is averaging 13 points per game, 6 assists, 4 rebounds on 36 from the field and 31 from 3. So efficiency wise, our guards haven't been too well, but with all the spacing, we should be able to get some great shots overall. And I feel like with KPJ coming back, the offense is going to run so much smoother, because we've been having people like Armani, Eric Gordon, Garrison Matthews. We have these guys running the offense, and I'm not saying that they're bad playmakers. They're not on the level of KPJ, which creates a lot of space, and the pick and roll with him, Christian Wood, is just one of our best offenses overall. So yeah, honestly, this was a bunch of Houston Rockets news. Nothing too great as of on the level of national news, but honestly, I just wanted to talk Houston Rockets. We are versing the Bulls today. I might stream depending on if the game is close. If I am streaming, it's probably going to be the 4th quarter, so be on the lookout for that. But overall, Houston Rockets is back, man. It's been pretty much fun the whole entire time to record Rockets videos. It's a newfound love, man. Well, not really newfound, but it's a revived love, because the Rockets, when they started out 1-15, I think it wasn't great to record videos, but now it's really fun to watch them. It's been pretty great overall. 1K subs. Gotta thank you guys again for the 1K subs, and it's only up from here. 5K is the next milestone, and look out for that giveaway. So that's the video. I'm JDC, and all peace.